Welcome to Facts for Real Videos. We look at the current construction status of the $28 billion Red Sea megaproject and why it could set the standard for NEOM and Saudi Arabia's entire 2030 vision. What do these futuristic steel orbs, this strange hangar, and this enormous yacht club have in common? They're all part of a massive new tourist destination built entirely from scratch. The goal of Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030 program is to construct a number of extremely ambitious megaprojects with the aim of drawing millions of tourists and diversifying the nation's economy by reducing its reliance on oil. Many of the projects included are the largest ever seen in the world, such as the 170 kilometers long futuristic city built in the shape of a line and the massive cube-shaped skyscraper known as the Mucab, which contains enormous holographic projections. Given their size and the tight 2030 deadline, many people doubt that these projects can ever be completed technically. However, one project stands out in this regard because it is already almost finished. The Red Sea project is a massive $28 billion endeavor that seeks to elevate opulent tourism while considering the ecology. Whether or not it should be taken literally remains to be seen, though. For Saudi Arabia, this initiative is crucial, because its success or failure could significantly affect how people view the entire vision, and because it could serve as a pioneer and a roadmap for all other stated megaprojects. What is the Red Sea project exactly? It was revealed by Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman in 2017, and after 2 years of building, it is almost ready to launch. Its initial public outreach. The Red Sea project destination is situated between the cities of Umlaj and Al-Waj on Saudi Arabia's west coast. The project's many resorts will be dispersed throughout a vast region that is nearly as large as Belgium as a whole. This location is encircled by the world's fourth largest barrier reef system, which includes more than 90 uninhabited islands. To get there, there are enormous sand dunes, stunning beaches, mountain canyons, and even dormant volcanoes. An complete airport is being constructed specifically for this project, which includes more than 90 uninhabited islands. To get there, there are enormous sand dunes, stunning beaches, mountain canyons, and even dormant volcanoes. An complete airport is being constructed specifically for this project. It's the Red Sea International Airport, and because of the project's strategic location at the intersection of Europe, Asia, and Africa, a sizable portion of the global population will be reachable in 8 hours by plane. When compared to other Saudi Arabian airports, such as the crowded King Abdulaziz Airport, the Red Sea International Airport appears quite diminutive. It makes perfect sense given that the colossal King Fahd Airport is 27 times larger than the airport, which is nearly 4 times as large. Taking into account that the Red Sea project is only expected to host approximately 1 million tourists annually, it should be noted that this is not your typical airport. Since it is designed for luxury travel, it has a unique feature, meaning there won't be a baggage claim area. It will significantly reduce airport wait times. For utmost comfort, your luggage will be brought straight to your hotel. Due to the airport's central location, the most likely means of transportation for guests visiting individual resorts from the airport to those locations will be vehicles, buses, and ferries in the case of the island resorts. Despite being dispersed over a wide region, the majority of important resorts can be reached in a rather short amount of time. Let's examine each resort individually, starting with the Ummahat Islands. The most likely means of transportation for guests visiting individual resorts from the airport to those locations will be vehicles, buses, and ferries in the case of the island resorts. Despite being dispersed over a wide region, the majority of important resorts can be reached in a rather short amount of time. Let's examine each resort individually, starting with the Ummahat Islands. Sailing, windsurfing, kayaking, and other water sports will all be available on these islands, which will be the epicenter for them. The clear waters and vibrant coral reefs will surround you. The primary hub island of the Red Sea project, Shuru Island, is the next stop. Known for its coral bloom design, it will blend in seamlessly with the surrounding pristine nature. In addition, Shuru will house a championship golf course, marina, beach club, and 11 top-notch hotels, as well as the island resort. Shibara Island is here. This island offers you accommodations in futuristic villas dubbed the Orbs, which float over pristine water. Shibara is also the best place to see marine life because of a nearby reef drop-off that is between 30 and 40 meters deep. The shoreline is indeed impressive, but what about these islands and the Umla Resort, which was formerly a different project? The Red Sea project has claimed and is actively developing this resort, which is situated to the north of the other resorts. Moving on to the inland resorts, Umla will have over 3,000 hotel rooms, recreational spaces, and a yacht club. One of the two inland resorts, Southern Dunes, will contain 40 villas, a hotel complex, and a huge pool. It is situated in a remote desert area and is designed to provide natural shade to lessen the need for artificial cooling. The structures are composed of lightweight materials. Last but not least, Desert Rock is a resort that is completely blended into the mountainside to preserve the mountain silhouette. It offers you a breathtaking perspective of the surroundings and plenty of exploration chances. These resorts are being constructed with special techniques, whether it be via hiking or dune buggies across its desert environment. Which leads us to the Red Sea Project's objective. As CEO of Red Sea Global John Pagano put it, "We're not just growing but also assisting in the creation of enormous economic potential for the Saudi Arabian people." The CEO of the project has stated that the project's two main goals are to benefit Saudi Arabia economically and to inspire the industry to do better. That is a bold claim that we will investigate further. The project's two main goals are easily distinguishable from one another. Saudi Arabia is looking for methods to cut back its reliance on a small number of natural resources to power its economy, and tourism presents a great opportunity for such diversification. This is especially true when we take into account the hidden gem of natural beauty that the Red Sea offers to boost Saudi Arabia's economy. At a total construction cost of $28 billion, the project is expected to create about 70,000 jobs for Saudi citizens. Its reliance on a small number of natural resources to power its economy, and tourism presents a great opportunity for such diversification. This is especially true when we take into account the hidden gem of natural beauty that the Red Sea offers to boost Saudi Arabia's economy. At a total construction cost of $28 billion, the project is expected to create about 70,000 jobs for Saudi citizens. Whether this can be lucrative is highly questionable. So this is a really basic computation. After it is completed in 2030, the Red Sea project is expected to provide $5.8 billion in revenue annually. Since the project is expected to draw 1 million visitors annually, a single traveler would have to shell out an average of $58,000 for a vacation. Quite a bit of money considering you might want to take the whole family, and it's not yet clear if these visitor numbers will actually be met. However, if they are successful in achieving these figures, the financial benefits would be enormous, since it would generate billions of dollars in revenue annually. To see more videos like this one, please subscribe to our channel. Since we spent more than 2 weeks researching and editing this movie, we would really appreciate that. However, let's move on to their second goal: sustainable development. Building a project this size in such pure nature will unavoidably have an adverse effect on the ecosystem. But, to be fair, it can be stated for almost any massive effort to mitigate this adverse effect. The Red Sea project implements a number of procedures. The Red Sea Airport's first, and rather unique, proposal calls for it to function solely on renewable energy. To be fair, it can be stated for almost any massive effort to mitigate this adverse effect. The Red Sea project implements a number of procedures. The Red Sea Airport's first, and rather unique, proposal calls for it to function solely on renewable energy. To make this feasible, it is intended to be the world's first airport of this size to be carbon neutral. They employ a variety of sustainable and renewable energy sources, such as biofuel for the aircraft. Additionally, all of the project's resorts will be powered entirely by renewable energy, 365 days a year. As a result, the project will have the largest battery storage in the world on its own, which will stop CO2 emissions equal to those of a small city. The project's construction also reflects the project's environmental goal. For instance, the steel villas on Shabara Island are floating over water to preserve marine life over the long run. The Red Sea Initiative even intends to increase biodiversity and plant over 25 million plants in order to benefit regional ecosystems. All of this sounds fantastic, perhaps a little too wonderful to be true. Therefore, it remains to be seen if they can uphold these criteria. Managing a carbon-neutral airport with millions of passengers would be a remarkable accomplishment. How far along is the Red Sea project towards realizing its goals? The project has advanced significantly over the past few years. Many resorts, even those with challenging logistics, such as the precise tunneling at Desert Rock, have already reached 50% completion. Other resorts, such as the Umahat Islands, which has 2 hotels, and the Southern Dunes, are anticipated to open to the public later. Along with the first resorts, the airport is opening to the public this year, but only for domestic travel. International opening is scheduled for later in 2024, once most resorts have completed construction and the project has not yet run into any significant issues. Once most resorts have completed construction and the project has not yet run into any significant issues, we can fairly confidently predict that the project will be finished because we have previously witnessed the successful completion of a number of upscale sustainable resorts, such as Suneva Jani in the Maldives and Sixth Senses Resort in Fiji. Ultimately, the success of the Red Sea project will largely depend on the number of visitors. In other words, whether the project will fulfill its vision or not lies entirely in the hands of the people. This conclusion likely applies to all other Vision 2030 projects. What do you think will be the success of the Red Sea project? Would you consider visiting these new resorts? Let us know in the comments below. However, this is the first time in history that tourism resorts on this scale are being built entirely from scratch. If you'd like to view additional projects that are comparable, we hope you enjoy this film, and we hope to see you in the next one about the Muqab, also referred to as the Cube, another massive Saudi project. Let us know in the comments below. However, this is the first time in history that tourism resorts on this scale are being built entirely from scratch. If you'd like to view additional projects that are comparable, we hope you enjoy this film, and we hope to see you in the next one about the Muqab, also referred to as the Cube, another massive Saudi project.